Probably shouldn't have started the recording so. There's legit like 30 seconds of dead air. Anyway, what is up, everybody? Hello. I don't really know how to start this video. I'm just gonna talk, right? I guess I'm just gonna talk. So the PTB is basically over by the time you're seeing this video. I think it usually lasts for about a week. So if I'm doing my brain right, then the PTB should be about over. And I have a few issues with the PTB. And some of them are the developers can easily fix, and other ones, there's just nothing that anybody can do. But whenever I play the PTB, very often people will ask me, hey, Kaiser, why do you only do like 2 to 4 hours of the PTB and then you make a video on it, right? Like, why do you constrain yourself to that time so much? And the truth of the matter is, I constrain myself to that time because I really don't have any other option. So I want to make it clear that PTB videos or first impression videos or whatever don't have to come out the same exact day that the PTB comes out. I'm sure that with the love my community has for me, which is very weird for me to say, like, I don't like admitting that people actually like me because it doesn't seem real, but I'm sure if I could release a video on the PTB impressions like 3 days later and you guys would probably still watch it. But the reason I like to do it the same day is because it feels a little bit better. You know what I mean? It feels like I'm getting it out at a reasonable time. But the main reason is because you just simply can't get matches on the PTB. Without doing custom games and having the people in those custom games actually try their hardest to play, there's no way to really get that much footage or that much testing done, because PTB matches take forever to queue, especially if it's a paragraph chapter with like a new killer. You're not testing that new killer unless you have custom matches. And a lot of people have been like, well, Kaiser, why don't you do what Scott Junn does and reach out and have your community do custom matches? Most of my community are console scrubs. That's just most of my community can't do it. Most of my community are console scrubs, and the ones that are on PC, they normally work during the day when I'm streaming, so it's really hard to get a full 4-man custom lobby so I can actually test everything. But outside of that, it takes so long. It takes so long to get a match, and even on the Survivor side, it can take a while. Like, just not that many people play the PTB, which is kind of weird to me. I didn't realize that that was like something that a lot of people just didn't do, but yeah, a lot of people don't play the PTB. And so, at least for me, I think that, you know, 2 to 4 hours is enough time, depending on how much stuff is in there. And then sometimes there's stuff that I'm just not really interested in. But like, in order to do extensive testing, it would take basically the entirety of the PTB. And a lot of times you can kind of get the idea of things from the first time you do them. Now, like something that happened in this recent PTB, I didn't realize that I've been saying what the double attack from the wolf form of Dracula, I've been saying it wrong. I thought you could pounce and then lunge, but you can actually pounce and then pounce. So I've been doing that a little bit wrong, but you know, overall, my feelings on Dracula are still the same. My feelings on Dracula still haven't changed. Now, something that does irritate me about the PTB, and it is something that the developers have control over, is the fact that the PTB works off of a very weird snapshot system. I don't understand why we have to dump blood points into characters on the PTB. Or at the very least, I don't understand why we have to wait for blood points to dump into the characters. Now, normally the way Behavior does it is they snapshot a part of your account from the ranked reset. So if you're like me and you get grade 1 every single month in both roles, then when you boot up the PTB, you will have 2 million blood points to play with. However, one of the big problems that I have is that you still have to take the time putting blood points in the character, but also if you're one of those people that doesn't have the 2 million, then you get to go fuck yourself, right? And 2 million is not enough to do a lot with. It's roughly 2 prestiges, so you can prestige each of the new characters one time, which is cool, but it also kind of feels really bad, because how am I supposed to test all of the add-ons and the perks and things like that if I'm not able to get those, if I'm not able to get everything to tier 3, which is another reason that perk tiers need to go away, but I digress. The point is that the PTB seems really fun and seems really good for testing until you realize that the testing is locked behind a lack of blood points. And in this most recent PTB, I don't know when they took a snapshot of the account, but I only had 700 blood points when I logged on, meaning that they did not pull from the recent grade reset, which is incredibly frustrating. So I was barely able to get Dracula to even half of a prestige because I had to go and use the iridescent shards that are on the snapshot of the account in the Shrine of Secrets to get 400,000 blood points to even attempt to play him for the 2 games that I did. And so I don't even know what his other iridescent add-on does. I have no idea because I didn't get it. And I didn't feel like sitting there and grinding blood points out in the fucking PTB. And what's really weird to me is every single PTB since the shop update, they have given us like 12,000 Oryx cells. We don't need 12,000 Oryx cells in the PTB. The shop update is here. It's over. We don't need those. We don't need to buy more, bro. We need to have blood points. Why does everyone for the PTB not get like 10 million blood points so they could prestige both characters all the way up to 3? Or at the very least, you could get one character to like 6 so that you can actively see how the bloody cosmetics look. Why are we consistently and constantly in this little fucking fucked up rotation of having to spend blood points in the PTB? I know you can just add shit. I know you can because you're adding Oryx cells in the PTB. So I know for a fact that you could add some sort of login reward for the PTB that gives everyone 10 million blood points. I know you can do it. And the last thing that I'm going to talk about is a lot of people's trouble with the PTB where they are like, hey, you know, I'm on console. Why is the PTB only for PC? And I just want to let you guys know that the reason that it works that way, the reason that the console, the reason that PTB is only on PC is because pushing updates to consoles are very difficult. And behavior always has to have prior authorization. And sometimes it's hard to get consoles to accept that you want to download an alternative version of the game, especially one that might be free and they won't make any money off of. So it's just easier that way to get it with PC. It's less of a headache, less of a hassle. It sucks, and I wish they didn't do it that way, but that's basically how it works. But yeah, if you're a regular player of the PTB, let me know what you think down below. And as always, a great big special thank you to my channel members listed on screen now. If you want to find out how to become a channel member today, get awesome perks like seeing videos early, merch discount codes, and more, then please click that join button down below. And as a bonus, what do you guys think of my new background? I got this bookshelf from Mama Kaiser. She was throwing it out, and I was like, I bet you I could use that. And so I took it, and all my knickknacks that I have built up over the years, my D&D stuff, all kind of got transferred over there. I think it looks pretty cool. Pretty fun to have an actual streamer background now instead of my bed being in the back. So yeah, love you guys. I'll see you in the next one.
If you're a fan of Dungeons & Dragons, then check out my other channel, Kaiser the Bard, where I do things like discuss the game, give you DM and player tips, and more. We'll see you over there. Link is in the description.